Hello students, welcome. So this lecture is on the structure property correlations in materials. So the obvious question is that why it is important to study the structure of a material and how it is correlated to the properties. So in the last lecture we have seen that there are various properties depending on the application of stimulus, for example mechanical, thermal, electrical, optical, chemical and so on. So these are the properties, and we have also seen the structure. There are different sub-levels of structure. So these properties are interlinked or correlated or dependent on the structure. So we will have few examples to give you an idea about that, and then we will start our next topic. This is the first example. You can see there are two persons. They are pouring cold water on the iron rim that has to fix on the wooden rim. This is the typical example, is that the iron rim should be smaller than the wooden thing, and if you heat it, the iron will get expand. So then after expansion you have to fit that iron rim on the wooden part, and then you have to pour the cold water. So due to this, that it will contract and it will fit together without any bolt or rivets. Here you can see there are three discs. One is fully transparent, this is fully transparent, this is translucent, and this is fully opaque. So this is transparent. This is transparent means it has almost density more than 95% or 99%, you can say. The second one is translucent. This has density less than 95% density, and this we call as translucent. Here there are some small pores in the material, and due to these pores the light coming from the top surface will get scattered, and that's why you cannot see the bottom side. The third one is fully opaque. This is opaque because the density is less than 90%, and that's why the all light that is falling on the sample gets scattered down, and that's why you cannot see any of the other parts. So here what we have changed, we have changed only the structure, and the properties have changed from transparent to opaque. The material is same. These are all made of Al2O3 ceramics. The next example is of a diamond and a graphite pencil. Diamond, as you know, is the hardest material, and graphite is the soft material. You all know that this all have carbon bonding. So the diamond also has carbon bonding, the graphite also has a carbon bonding. So what is the difference in the structure? Because there is a huge difference in the conductivity and the hardness. So the structurally there is only the bonding difference. This has covalent bond and this has soft van der Waals bond. So due to covalent bonding, it is hardest or strongest in nature, and it has sp3 hybridization. The graphite has van der Waals bond and it has sp2 hybridization. So again we have seen one example. The material is same, that is carbon. There is only change in the structure, and due to that structure the properties changes. The third one is of the stainless steel. X-axis you can see is the cooling rate, and y-axis you can see the hardness. Bhn is the unit of the hardness. So if you cool the material slow, very slow or fast, the properties will change, and you can see the structure. The microstructure has been shown here. So for example, if you cool the steel in the molten state at the rate of 0.01 degrees centigrade per second. So this is 0.01 degrees centigrade per second. this is 1000 degrees centigrade per second. So this is very slow as compared to this, right? So here you can see that the structure is made like of some particles are there. These are having some particles, or we can see it has particulate structure, yani here it has dendritic structure. Here you can see that there are some fibers has been formed. So if you cool it very fast, such as 1000 degrees centigrade per second, the grain size will become very smaller because the atoms will not have time for rearrangement, and due to that there is a drastic change in the hardness value. Here the hardness is only around 130, here the hardness is around 590 BHM. So again the material is same, we have only processed it differently and the properties had drastically changed. The next example is of silica tile that used for the outer surface of the space shuttle, and these are insulating in nature. So now if you see here the silica, the microstructure, this is the main tile which you use for the outer surface. If you see the microstructure under electron microscope, you can see some wire like structure. These are called as nanowires. Here the size is in micron, so we can call this as microwires or simply wire. So this is almost 90% porous, and due to this porosity there is air trapped inside this, and as we know that air is a bad conductor of heat, so it behaves like a highly thermally insulating material. So again the material is same, we have only processed it differently. Instead of solid structure we have porous structure, and then the property have changed. The next example is of electrical resistivity. The electrical resistivity of pure copper will get changed due to the impurity, or you can say deformation, or you can say some processing. And again the electrical property, this is the electrical property, electrical resistivity. This has changed from 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter to 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter by just addition of impurity. Then you can see the graph shows the grain size, and x-axis here is the annealing temperature. It has changed from 100 to 700 degrees Celsius, and as you increase the temperature the grain size will change. Now the grain size will increase, you can say. Now that has been pictorially shown here. Here we have very small grain size, here we have very large grain size, and this is due to that atoms will get more sufficient time or sufficient energy due to temperature for rearrangement, and the smaller grain will grow at the expenses of larger grain. So what is the effect of this on the property? Again the material is same, we have only changed the property, and we can see that there is a drastic change in the properties. For example, the tensile strength has decreases from 550 megapascal, while the ductility has increases from 20 to 50% elongation. This is due to only by changing the structure. What structure we have changed? We have only changed the grain size, and the properties have drastically changed.